Hello, everyone. My name is Jocelyn Gomez-Dropson, and I am an Enrollment Requirement Specialist within the Office of Enrollment Management. In this presentation, we will be going over the immunization requirements for Harvard Extension School. This webinar will also be recorded and shared to our YouTube channel at a later date in case you need to rewatch the presentation. Starting off, the state of Massachusetts and Harvard University require students to demonstrate inoculation against some communicable diseases, including COVID-19. All students who are registered in courses with an on-campus presence must submit proof of COVID-19 vaccinations. The following are the course formats with the on-campus presence: on-campus only, on-campus with online option, and that's if you plan to attend some of your courses on campus, online with a mandatory weekend on campus, and on-campus active learning weekends. Students in online courses with no on-campus presence will not be required to submit this proof. Here's some more about the COVID-19 vaccination requirement. Harvard requires students to receive the full COVID-19 vaccination series, including one booster, in order to be marked as compliant. We only accept vaccines that are FDA approved or World Health Organization approved. Submissions will be done through the University Health Services patient portal, and if you do not provide your documentation within 7 days of registration, you risk being removed from your on-campus courses. Let's talk about the uploading process. Again, documentation must be submitted through the University Health Services patient portal. It will not be accepted anywhere else, and please do not email us your personal medical documents. To upload, you must visit the patient portal website, which can be found on our website, or you can visit patient.uhs.harvard.edu. Once you reach patient portal, you will see a screen like the screenshot that appears here. Note that you will need your Harvard key to log in. Your Harvard key is separate from your DCE key, which will not work for patient portal. If you have just claimed your Harvard key, please wait 1 to 2 business days for systems to update and allow you to log in. After you log in, you will see your name in large letters and a message indicating to submit your COVID-19 documentation. Once you select that button, you will see 2 green buttons on your screen. One is to upload your actual vaccination card, and the other is to include the dates in which you have received each dose. Please note that entering your dates alone is not enough proof for health services. You must upload your documentation along with entering your vaccination dates in order to be marked as compliant. Students with QR codes must submit screenshots of each dose, as health services cannot open QR codes. COVID-19 exemptions are available, but only for medical or religious reasons. In order to receive an exemption, you will need to fill out the Student Vaccination Form, which can be found on the UHS website. Once it's filled out, please upload it to the patient portal. If you are submitting a medical exemption for COVID-19, you must have a letter attached from your physician indicating when you are cleared to continue the series, which means HUHS will need a specified date, or if you are not able to continue with the series at all. This also applies to students who recently recovered from COVID and are not allowed to receive additional doses until their isolation period has ended. Unvaccinated students may be subjected to additional health public measures such as masking and testing. In addition to COVID, we have other required vaccinations. This requirement only applies to students who are registered in 16 credits, which is full-time, or attending the school on a visa of any kind. Here are the following immunizations and their required doses. For MMR, we require 2 doses, 1 dose on or after your first birthday, and your second dose has to be done at least 28 days after the first. For Tdap, we require 1 dose every 10 years. For hepatitis B, we require 3 doses or a positive serological test. The first dose can be done at any age. Your second dose must be done at least 28 days after the first, and your third must be done at least 8 weeks after the second, which is about 56 days. There also must be at least 16 weeks, which is 112 days, between dose 1 and 3. For varicella, we require 2 doses. The first dose should be done on or after your first birthday. Your second dose should be done at least 28 days after the first. You may also waive this vaccine if you were born in the US before 1980 or if you have signed history of the illness. For the flu, we require 1 dose on or after July 1st of the current year. For meningococcal, we require 1 dose on or after your 16th birthday. It is only required for those between the ages of 16 and 21. Those who are 22 or older are not required to receive the meningococcal vaccine. Students must have the Exemption School Immunization Form submitted through the document uploader in your MyDCE account. Below is a screenshot of where it is located. When submitting the form, please be sure that the document is signed by a physician or medical records official. The form can be found under our form section on the Exemption School website. In the case of an outbreak of any of the diseases listed on our form, those who have not submitted evidence will be withdrawn from their courses. Here are some further steps on how to submit the form. After selecting Document Uploader from the top of your MyDCE account, you will be redirected to this menu. Please select Immunization as the document type. You will then upload your file and submit the document. You will receive an email confirming your submission, and you will also see the document under Previously Submitted Documents. Please do not submit COVID-19 vaccinations to your MyDCE account. Only submit the immunization form if you are required to. Any COVID-19 submissions will be rejected if submitted through the document uploader through MyDCE instead of Patient Portal. All right, that was all we had for immunizations. If you have any further questions regarding immunizations, please feel free to email immunizations@extension.harvard.edu. On this slide here are additional email addresses you may contact for non-immunization related questions. Additionally, on this slide, we have some additional resources. If you are new to the Extension School or have general questions, you may email inquiry@extension.harvard.edu. If you're a returning student and are interested in our degree programs, you may email admissions@extension.harvard.edu. They also have virtual office hours. Finally, if you are pursuing a certificate, you may email undergraduate_certificates@extension.harvard.edu or graduate_certificates@extension.harvard.edu. They have virtual office hours as well. And with that, I will end here. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful semester, and we hope to see you soon.